Hi, back again for another stream. Today is Wednesday. Most importantly, today is February 8th. And if you don't know what day that is, it is the premiere of The Flash, the season premiere of The Flash. The beginning of the end is the final season, season 9. And that begins at 7 p.m. for those of us in the Central Standard Time Zone. Um, so at 7 p.m., I will begin starting to watch the beginning of the end of The Flash. So I feel a certain type of way, but it's time. It's season 9. So it's time. And actually have some things to say. Have an article here about The Flash with Legends of Tomorrow is supposed to be on The Flash. So, let's see. Where are you? Here we go. So, the Legends of Tomorrow will return one last time thanks to The Flash. The time traveling misfits of the Arrowverse will get one more appearance thanks to the Speedster's ninth and final season. Praise Bebo, my friends. While a lot of familiar faces are returning for the Flash's ninth season, it won't just be the friends and family members of the Iris West clan. Showrunner Eric Wallace has revealed that the fan favorite Legends of Tomorrow cast will make an appearance almost certainly for the final time. While this is wonderful news, it is somewhat bittersweet. Wallace said that he had hoped to spend 2 episodes of The Flash wrapping up the Legend storyline. If you recall, the show ended with everyone stuck in 1916 and arrested by the Time Police, but since Flash's ninth season was limited to 13 episodes, his original plan was scuttled. As he told the Nerds of Color podcast, my original concept was to have at least one, if not a two-parter, that wrapped up Legends of Tomorrow. And you know there will be a little crossover. We get them back, we get them out of jail, all these good things, booster gold, etc., etc. When we find out we only have 13 episodes, that was no longer possible. We barely have enough time to wrap up things with Barry and Iris's upcoming family. So we have no idea how the Legends will make their appearance, or why or how or why or what state they'll be in. I'm assuming Barry won't be wasting time rescuing them from jail, however. But no matter what, it'll be great to see them again one last time. When The Flash ends later this year, so will the Arrowverse. I'm sure we'll be getting something approaching a proper send off for these knuckle knobs, no matter how abbreviated it may be. Uh, Goodness. So this will be the end of the Arrowverse, which is another sad thing. The end of the Flash is the end of the Arrowverse. So they're bringing back Legends of Tomorrow. So I wonder who else there's, and I'm pretty sure I think they will be bringing back Bickle. So because yeah, so since it's not just ending the Flash, it's ending the Arrowverse. So it's an opportunity to bring a lot of people back just to end out to close out this whole universe. But again, like you said, they only have 13 episodes. Isn't it a shame when they're ending, like they're canceling the show and they only give them 13 episodes? Like, come on, you could have given them a full season, but whatever. That's how they do. That's how they do people. And okay, so next we have, of course, more HBO Max news. So this time it's Discovery Plus. So Discovery Plus now expected to survive as standalone streaming service as HBO Max expands. The plan would allow the company to retain subscribers who don't want to pay more for the combined super services scripted entertainment fare. In a slight pivot to a streaming strategy, Warner Brothers Discovery expects to keep Discovery Plus as a standalone streaming service even after it launches its combined super service with HBO Max later this year, a source familiar with the plans told The Hollywood Reporter. Warner Brothers Discovery announced the plan to combine HBO Max and Discovery Plus last year, arguing that they have complementary content and subscriber bases. No, they don't. The combined service is expected to launch in the spring under a new name. The service would bring together HBO content like The Last of Us, HBO Max content like Hacks, and Discovery content like shows from Magnolia Network, HGT, and Discovery. That will still be the case under the new plan. However, the company will keep Discovery Plus as a lower cost option for people who don't want the scripted entertainment programming, potentially allowing it to retain subscribers that would otherwise churn out instead of paying more. Already, some Discovery content like shows from Chip and Joanna Gaines has moved on to HBO Max, while some CNN programming has found a home on Discovery Plus. Of course, some CNN shows are also on HBO Max, like Chris Wallace's program. So I wonder, are they saying they're going to put some movies on Discovery Plus? Is that what this means? Because I mean, nobody cares if it's just going to keep its own content. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Who cares? um, but if they mean they're going to do this, if they mean they're doing this as, a standalone from the HBO Max, from the Warner Discovery merger thing, meaning Discovery Plus is going to have movies on it, that's a whole nother ballgame. So people can move from HBO Max to Discovery Plus to keep from paying more to have all this. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Because it doesn't make sense. Because Discovery Plus just has unscripted content. So if it's going to hold on to its, to a subscriber base, it's just going to be the unscripted content. So having people who don't want to pay more for the Warner Brothers and the Discovery Plus, that's meaning that's people who already have HBO Max who's going to be paying more, and they're the ones who's going to be paying more, not the Discovery Plus people. Do you see how that's confusing? And the HBO Max people don't care nothing about no Discovery Plus. Confusing. So I don't know. Whatever that means. So we'll see what that is supposed to mean eventually. We'll, I guess we'll see what that means later this year when they finally merge the Discovery Plus together with HBO Max and come up with its new name, which they're leaning towards just Max. Like just Max. Okay, so and finally, here we go. We got news. Constantine 2. So Keanu Reeves Constantine 2 is still in the works despite DC shakeup. So I I think I might have heard about this. I think I heard about this. It just sort of went in one ear and out the other because it's Constantine. I've never watched the Constantine movie. I watched the Constantine TV show, but not the movie. Um so I I wasn't really paying attention to the movie, but of all the things to still be in the works after the shakeup, it's got to be simply because of Keanu. Will I ever truly understand why I love Constantine so much? No, but this was a weird time for a lot of comic book films, nestled in between awkward, over CGI family films like Hulk and rated R weirdness like Blade and Blade 2. Something about Constantine, which merged a hard boiled detective story and an eternal war between heaven and hell, lodged itself into my gray matter and never let go. Anyway, we're still getting that sequel, thank goodness. Spoilers, it's time to go to hell. Contrary to recent rumors, Entertainment Weekly confirms Keanu Reeves' Constantine sequel is still happening at Warner Brothers, despite not being part of James Gunn's currently outlined plan for DCU. So, oh, that's all they have to say about that. And I don't know what this. Oh, this is just related content. I'm not going to play that. But I guess this is going to be a part of the Elseworlds then. So I guess he felt like he didn't have to call off and name every single Elseworlds content. I guess he didn't feel like he needed to call out every single Elseworld content. He was like, things like the Batman and the Joker, things like that would be called Elseworlds. So, Constantine, Elseworlds. If I didn't come up with it, it's Elseworlds. So, Constantine, the sequel, I guess that's going to be Elseworlds. And they're going to be holding on to that. That will definitely, that's going to make me watch. That's going to make me watch the first one because, it'll be, now I'm intrigued. Now I want to see the second one, especially after having watched the TV show, um, and getting to know the character. Because I don't know why I wasn't interested in the character when it first came out. But once I watched the TV show, and I think I must have saw him on. Did I see him? He came out on. He was in the Arrowverse, so I seen him on TV shows there, and I think he ended up on Legends of Tomorrow eventually. No, he had his own show first on Channel 5, and then he moved into the Arrowverse. That's how it went, which was crazy. So his show got canceled on Channel 5, and then he moved into the Arrowverse. So they saved a character, not a show, but a whole character. Um, so that was interesting. So that would be interesting to see um, what this movie character would be like compared to the television character. see how they differ and how they're the same. But okay, so that's all because I have to get ready for the Flash. It's the beginning of the end. And I have to prepare myself for that. Um, so, wait, today is Wednesday, yes. And so that means Friday, I have a new video up for you. It will be ranking the Harry Potter books, not the movies. I've already done the movies. This time I'll be ranking the books. So that's going up on Friday. All right. Okay. Thanks for watching.